Hi everybody, welcome back to Come Paint With Me. If you're new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. So today we're going to Keep It Real. Yeah, we are. We're going to do some new formulas. So let me cover up and then we'll go. I got some new lighting, so I get to test that out today. We're going to use something new to me, to my station channel. It's called Primary Elements, made by Color Art. And these pigments in this, it's dry pigments. It is just gorgeous. That doesn't even begin to tell you what it looks like. Can you see that? It's dry pigment, and I don't really have a light that I can turn on there to show you, but wait till you see the mixed color. It is gorgeous. They're very rich colors, and they lend a lot of shimmer to your painting. So in order to mix these paints, you have to have a binder. Now there are other binders, but today I'm using the Vivid Enamel. It came with my kit, and it is the binder that will bind the paint, those pigments together. And then we have to make a pouring medium out of a few other things so that we can pour it, because this won't help it spread and do the right thing. So I wrote down the formula that I got from Tammy Anderson, and this is 3 ounces of Floetrol. And I want to show you that little tip. The measuring cup to your laundry detergent has a spout on this end, a spout on that end, and you can test it, but this is 3 ounces and it goes up to the 4 line. So I don't really have to use my scale each time when I do it. I can just put it up to the 4 line. So then we're going to take something, we're going to go ahead and put it in here, everything else that we have to add. She put everything else in first and then added the Floetrol, and I wanted to see where the line took me. So this is a tablespoon. So we're just going to take a tablespoon. It's pretty thick. And scoop it out. There's really not much to see, but I did want to make sure you knew I was using some different paints and some different formula for the pouring medium. And then we need 1 tablespoon of glue. I tried to find a decent, normal sized bottle of glue. Nobody had any, so I had to get the giant bottle. And the glue is not as thick as the other stuff, so it comes out pretty quick. There are all kinds of formulas, and I tried to keep it as simple as possible in my first video so that anybody would be able to do Floetrol paint and water to mix up their 2 paints. But that doesn't work for the Primary Elements. And then I need a teaspoon of water. So I got my little teaspoon here. My A little water. And that's a measurement that pretty much gets you to the consistency that you want. You may have to add more or less. I don't know what you'll be mixing up. There are formulas that that use varnish, like clear. I had some up there. Polycrylic, yeah, polycrylic, high gloss. But I'm not going to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I'm just keeping it simple, and that's basically what Tammy does. Is she just tries to keep it simple without getting too complex. You just need to have a little bit different formula for these primary elements. Now that's a lot, but now you get your little Dixie cups then, and you pour in this medium for as much paint as you want. So I'm just gonna guess here because I've not done this before. So there's no practice. I did not practice. So we may just end up in a disaster. But again, here are the elements, primary elements, and they give you these little tiny spoons. And so I'm just going to put like a little heaping spoonful in there. This color happens to be ginger flower. And this one is sky blue. You can see the color there. I will try and put about the same in this one. I made it a little heaping, but not too much heaping. Just, you know, technical terms for mixing and measuring. So let's stir up the purple one first. Scrape your sides. Get it really good. And here is the color and the consistency that it came out to be. And that's what I'm going to use because this is the formula that she gave me, and I just want to keep it right at that, and then I can adjust later if needed. So here is the sky blue. You do have to make sure you get all of the pigment, because don't sneeze, it'll go all over. And that's just like something that would happen to me. Okay, here's this one. That's beautiful. I wish I had a little better light for you. Can you see it? I don't know. I have to work on my lighting a little bit. I don't have a flash that I can turn on. And I think that's what Tammy does, so you can see the color. Okay, so then I have these two made up. Now for my puddle paint, pillow paint, base paint, whatever you want to call it, it's the same formula as I mixed up all my other paints with. So I'm going to stop here and reset the camera, and then we're just going to get started and put it down and see what happens. I used a small 11 by 14 canvas because I didn't want to waste a big, I don't think there's enough room to really use your hairdryer and blow it around, but it'll work on, and show us the paints, and it'll show us the colors, and that's the most important thing. So let me reset the camera. And this is my little buddy. He wants to always help. Don't you? Well, you can't help now. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. I got everything situated. Hopefully everything's good as far as visually. I did level my canvas. It's important because your paint will run off, and you want some of it to run off, but you don't want it to distort your picture. So the very first thing that we'll do is we'll pour on some pillow paint, some base paint. Lots of bubbles in there. I got this on Amazon too, and I haven't started doing links to products yet, but I will eventually. It's a great spatula. Just kind of smooth it out, push it over the edges a little bit. I watched Tammy do one, and she basically, what she does is she just tilts it, and that's fine too, but I don't find that, I feel like I'm not covering enough by doing that. So try not to be too anal about it, but all right, let's set that over here. And this time I'm going to remember to put on my gloves. So now we can just get this paint, make sure it's getting all over the edges and everything by turning it. I don't want to too much to go off of the canvas, so I just take my finger and go around, and that makes sure that it's covered. And then we have more paint and more things to do, which will help too. So yes, I do make a mess. Now, take my torch and get rid of these bubbles in here. Can you see them popping? Pretty big bubbles, so you should be able to. Get some on the sides just in case. I see a little dab of color right here, which I don't know why or how, but these little skewers are good for picking stuff out of your out here painting like a hare. Like I always have to be careful of that. Okay, so I hadn't really decided what I was going to put down first or second or anything like that. But so we're just going to go ahead with how I've got it set up here, and then I'll put those in. I think I'll do those on top. Okay. Make sure I got it shook, and I did shake it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a straight line so that I can blow half one way and half the other way. Whoopsie. I'm trying to determine. So that's 3 colors. And this is the Amsterdam white, which is for the cell production. Ooh, that's a lot. So I'm not a good pourer from the cups. I need to remember that. And then I'm going to put some Deco Art 24 karat gold in here. And I see my paints are just spreading like crazy, and I don't think that's the right thing. So, but let me just put a little bit of white on there. See if that does anything. Okay. Once you get painting, it goes quick. Once you get everything mixed up. Alrighty. Here we go, people. Fingers crossed. So I do not know why everything else has got good vivid color, but this does not. So I don't know what I should do, but I'll just try this. I'll put a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue on here. Probably do some purple. And now somebody in their home is screaming at the camera right now, no! Just like me. I do that on others. So let's give this a try, see if we can push color in there. Okay, I pushed some color in, but I think I need to do my little Amsterdam white. And let's move that around. Ha! Not moving! All right. I have a straw. Let's see what happens. This is what I wanted, but this didn't happen. So I'm not sure. I know it just mudded up real quick, but it's still really pretty and has like lots of colors in it. Bright colors. I think maybe my color's sunk. I don't exactly know what that means. Maybe too thin. Can't get it to move. Well, that will have to do. I know that I can shut down the camera and do a different one. You know, kind of move it around a little bit and make it spread out. Not sure I want to do that. Get my little bit of white off there, and then let's move this color down a little bit. So my color is not moving. This section right here is not moving. So I blew it too dry. Or my paints were wrong, something, I don't know. I love this right here. It's like a little kaleidoscope. Oh, pretty. I like it. Again, not what I was going for, but no, not supposed to do that. Once you run off your colors on the side, you don't really want to touch your sides again unless it's pure white, or you muddy it up like I did just there. It'll probably flow off and be fine. But I don't want to make it look like I went back and did stuff to it. I have a little little jar made up of plain white. That's my base paint, so I can kind of do my corners, my edges. Sometimes there's just like little spots you just want to cover a little bit better. So, well, I think I'll just double check it. Make sure that I got everything covered and clean up now. I like it. It's really, really pretty. But it's missing something. I'm not sure what it's missing. But let me bring you down so you can get a little closer look, because if anybody's watching that can help, I'd appreciate a little advice. I can see some shimmer right in here. I don't know if you can catch that. But I don't see any here. And I see a little bit right here where the colors are together and there. That's just gorgeous. Something else you can do to make your colors shine a bit, sparkle, shimmer, is you can use some iridescent medium in it. Just a drop, and it'll make it sparkle. So there it is. I guess we'll leave it at that. Call it my third. And still looking for that perfect picture that I want. What I'm going for, how I'm trying to spread it across the canvas, whatever. So, okay. Come back and look for me again. Don't forget, subscribe and hit the bell and hit all, and then you'll get an email when I post a new one. And you can put comments. If you just click on the video title below the picture, it'll open up the comment section, and then up at the top of the comments is where you add your comment. So I'd be happy to read any and all so I can get this right. I got a lot of paint left over, so I might just have to do another one on top of this. Well, thanks for stopping by, and make sure you come back and paint with me. Toodles!